Going beyond protection, transformative effects of social transfers. Devereux and Sabatis-Wheeler, in their famous article, they criticize risk management framework for being more about economic risks and neglecting social risks, which is also very important uh, when we think about poverty. And they call risk management framework economic protection and not social protection. And because social risks like social exclusion, discrimination, they contribute to poverty and construction of vulnerability as much as economic risks. In transformative social protection, we have promotive, preventive, and protective elements, as well as transformative element, which the Devereaux and Sabates-Wheeler, they argue that to deal with vulnerability, we need this element, which refers to the pursuit of policies that integrate individuals equally into society, allowing everyone to take advantage of the benefits of growth and enabling excluded or marginalized group to claim their rights. In terms of how to tackle social risks, they suggest some measures, for example, supporting trade unions, creating democratic processes, which would increase citizens' participation, sensitization, and awareness campaigns, which would change public attitude and behavior, or changing regulatory framework, which would reduce discrimination. To further distinguish between transformative and non-transformative, we should notice that transformative is about moving out of poverty. So transformative measures tackle the roots of poverty, the causes of poverty, while non-transformative measures are palliative measures like simple cash transfers or food aid programs. While in transformative, we are looking for changing behavior, like overcoming oppressive social relations. So let's closely analyze social transfers. Do they have a transformative effect? Mostly, researchers use qualitative indicators to measure how much a program is transformative. And what do they measure? For example, they measure how much the program has been successful in empowering the poor through social accountability, or the program's success in developing knowledge and skills through awareness raising, or uh, reaching human development goals through conditionalities, or tackling multidimensional nature of poverty, for example, by looking at multiple barriers women face. Based on Molyneux, Jones, and Samuels, we that we can analyze how much a program is transformative by looking at three socio-spatial levels. In micro level, what is important is well-being and especially psychosocial effects like hopefulness, self-confidence, stress reduction, because it has been proven by several studies that the more confident a person is, the more probable that person would be successful in his or her education, in his or her career. And we also have negative effects here, like stigmatization or shame for receiving the benefit. In community level, how much the benefits that that person receives helps he or she to be more active in their community. So to measure this, we can uh, look at relations of reciprocity. For example, people can purchase gifts when they want to go to uh, wedding ceremony. In macro level, we have governance, citizenship, and social accountability. What does social accountability mean? It is the direct participation of beneficiaries and stakeholders in the program. It helps to improve monitoring, service provision, and also it helped the program to be more responsive to suggestions, complaints, and abuses. For example, in Brazil, social protection has its people's municipal level council or councilos. Okay, let's look at some of the examples. In this study, published in 2020, the transformative effects of child support grant in South Africa was analyzed using interviews with individuals, with beneficiaries, and we can see three different social, spatial level. In micro level, beneficiaries claim increase in dignity and the ability to make decisions. They felt less worry, more financially secure, more felt more control over their lives, and are able to plan for the future because of the predictability of the program. And in intra-household level, we can see a changing in gender relations. Women claim higher status as they now even lend money to their husbands. And in intergenerational relations, we can see less dependent. They've become less dependent on the pensioners at home. And in community level, you can see reciprocal relations. They lend money, they get money, and they even share and help others, attending in informal savings associations. So this shows some kind of risk pooling, which is of course important. Looking at the basic social subsidy program in Mozambique, we can see that for beneficiaries, dignity has increased because it offsets their high level of dependence, and they have a level of control on how to spend the money. Even one of the participants claimed that for the first time in his life he could choose what to eat. What's interesting about this study is the part about accountability. We can see that because of the powerful government employees, selection has become mostly based on patronage. So, and also there's a weak monitoring and evaluation tool. Beneficiaries, here is the, the most interesting part. Beneficiaries thought of the program as a handout and not their right. So they must not complain. They thought that they must not complain. Uh, this shows the importance of awareness raising campaigns. We can also see that beneficiaries didn't know how to complain because of lack of formal guidelines, and they claim to have fear of being excluded from the program if they complain about it. Overall, social transfers have transformative effects, not just due to spillover effects, but also when they are planned to be transformative in all stages, from design and implementation to monitoring and evaluation. These transformative impacts range from self-confidence and bonding social capital to dignity and social inclusion. Thank you very much for watching this video.